I'm Bill Pickard. I'm chairman of the Department of Clinical Research that comes under the College of Pharmacy at Campbell University. We are one of 3 departments within the College of Pharmacy, and we also offer a bachelor's degree, an undergraduate degree, and a master's degree in clinical research. One of the misunderstood components of clinical research is most people hear the word research and think about bench work, sitting in a laboratory with test tubes and testing various fluids or tissues or drugs or whatever. We are something very, very different than that. We are in the business of training people how to do clinical research on drugs and medical devices before they come on the market. And in our country, the Food and Drug Administration requires us to have these drugs tested thoroughly because our government protects us. And that's one of the foundation reasons why we have to do these things. In our system of medicine, we like to prove that things work not only for safety reasons, but that they're effective. And obviously, corporations like to get their product, whether it be a device or a drug, on the market because they'd like to make money. And they have to prove it's better and safer than something that's on the market already. So, in other words, for these drugs that are behind me, that are on this pharmacy shelf, they went through several stages to get on the market. They went through animal research, then early testing in humans, and then comparative testing with other drugs to compare them with something that's on the market already. To prove that safety and effectiveness to the Food and Drug Administration is quite a cumbersome task and an expensive task to do that. Thus, that's why huge corporations like Quintiles and PPD and hundreds of others, smaller companies, have been able to rise up and become very successful. We are in the business of training people to work in those kind of businesses. The other advantage that we have is being under a College of Pharmacy, we can do dual degree offerings that make our graduates more competitive in the marketplace versus somewhere another university that's producing students with a single degree. So they're competitive once they walk across that stage and get handed a couple of degrees, they're more competitive than the other person. We're in the business of training qualified researchers in medical device and drug research. Our degrees are quite unique. There are very few master's programs in clinical research and bachelor's programs in the country. Historically, those big companies like Quintiles and PPD have hired people with basic science degrees, chemistry degrees and biology degrees, but they had to train them in those FDA regulations, procedures, and processes to get that product on the market. And the ultimate purpose for us is also to patients and our responsibility. It's not only to make money, but it's to get that final prescription off that shelf safely to you that you can take it with required instructions. The other thing, many of you have probably gotten a prescription from a pharmacy and being handed this leaflet. And this leaflet tells you how to take it, but more importantly, it all includes all those other side effects that are potentials. And we would never know about these side effects unless it was for people doing clinical research in these degrees.